They say you are what you eat. Well, bon appetit, because I don't be a brownie. Okay? All right. So, look, y'all. This is the thing. I find that I like sweets, right? So, if I'm going to eat some sweets, I might as well do it healthy. Now, I know that sounds, that don't go together. That's contradictory. I know. But when you look at the ingredients on them little Debbie cakes, they got all this stuff in it we can't pronounce. So I know that's not supposed to go in my body. So I might as well make brownies myself. Okay? Now, they say you got to do the wet first, and then you mix in the dry. Now, I am not a pastry chef either, or a baker, excuse me. I ain't a bakery either, but I love to stay at the bakery. So, I'm bring it to my house. And don't come on here talk about no gloves. Okay, I'm at my house and I ain't serving nobody. Okay, and I wash my hands. Now mind your business. Okay, I just be looking at other people cooking videos, and it's just, I go to the comments. People just so negative. Can you just enjoy the video? I don't know. Watching people cook is oddly satisfying to me. So when I see negative comments, I'm like, people just strange. People are strange. Y'all got to find anything negative to say. Now, this ain't the type of video where I'm going to be telling you the instructions. You just better watch. I'm just kidding. Okay? Pretty much 1 cup of everything. 1 cup of cocoa. Well, let me start with the wet first. You need 1 cup of butter or coconut oil. I chose coconut oil because remember, like I said, I'm doing the healthy alternatives. All right. Then you got to melt it, of course. You need 4 eggs. You need 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of white sugar, and then you mix that in, and then mix it together, and then you sift in the cocoa and the flour. Now, I forgot one ingredient, y'all. You do need a little sea salt, but it ain't gonna kill you if you don't do it, okay? Because either way, it's good, but that sea salt kind of just add that extra little, kick. So I'm kind of mad about it, just a tinchy bit, okay? Because them brownies is still good. Now, like I said, I am not a baker or expert, but I know how to bake. So don't come over here and talk about you did something wrong. Leave me alone, okay? I do what I do. Now, after you mix all that together, you need to add you some chocolate chips in there. Now, don't go too heavy. The first time I did it, I put the whole bag, and it was too rich. It was good, but it was rich. I couldn't eat it like I wanted to. You had to take your time, okay? And also notice I got non-allergen chocolate chips. You see what I'm doing here? Y'all, I'm trying to be wise about my choices. Check me out. All right, but fold that in. You don't have to mix that. You just fold it in. Because if you mix it in, it's probably going to mess it up. I don't know. But I find this to be more effective. All right, now you're going to get your pan. You're going to line it with your parchment. Now, what you do, like I say, is your business. If it's another way you know how, I'm going to do it how I know how. All right? Then, after I put my parchment in, I like to take the butter. Now, yeah, I know I said I was going to stay away from butter, but I'm just using it to coat it, Little butter won't hurt. Everything's better with butter. I think that's how the phrase go. But anyway, now here, you're going to see me go back and forth and nothing going to be falling out. That was my OCD messing with me. I didn't know what would be a proper placement. So it was bothering me a little bit, but I was like, do not overthink this. Just pour it in because you're going to be smearing it down evenly anyway. So just dump it, girl. Okay? Yeah, sometimes I really do be overthinking everything. Ooh, that chocolate looks so good. Ooh, I may want to lick the bowl. I can't do these things like I used to. You know, I used to lick the whole bowl, but I know that's not wise for me at my age no more. So I just licked a little bit, just a little bit. But you see, I smoothed it out to make sure it touched the edges. Now, my son has a nut allergy. Now, I don't know if pecans count as a nut because I went down a little rabbit hole of what's a nut and what's not a nut. I know peanuts he is allergic to. But to be on the safe side, I don't give him nothing that's nutty. Okay? So, I did half with pecans, and I'm going to leave the other half empty. Now, y'all about to see the finished results. Now, look, I recorded a little bit after we went in. So, don't talk about my presentation.